guys, welcome to KK Java Tutorials. In previous video tutorial, we have learned how to create Java project using Gradle, right? Using command prompt. And this is the project which I had created in my previous lecture. Yeah. So now here in this video tutorial, we are going to see how we can build this project and how we can execute this project to get the output, right? So let me show you first of all the basically resources has been created by Gradle by default. If you go to the src main Java, then you have a package name and this file has been created automatically, right? This is very simple Java class with name app, and there is a method, public method, which is going to call from your main method, right? Just uh, uh, Gradle has created an object of this class and calling this basic instance method, right? Of course we should be able to run this class from command prompt, and so that we will get the output as a hello world. Yeah. And if you look into the resources folder, so resources folder is completely empty. There is no any resources. Now again, if you go to the test src test Java, then there is a test class has been created for the same resource, which is created in the src main Java, right? So test class name is app test, and here you can see there is one test method has been created for that method, and used as assert not null. So this is basically checking whether this guy is returning not null, right? If that is the case, then this is going to app should have a greeting. So this is going to basically message if test case is this is going to this message is going to print if this case test case is passed. Yeah. So now thing is that how we can build the project to get the distributable file or jar file. Yeah. So now in previous video tutorial we had gone through the each and every files and folders and what's the basically use of these files and folder. If you did not watch my previous video tutorial, then I request you to go and watch. Yeah. So this is the command prompt. Still it is pointing to this workspace. So now let's say I would like to build this workspace. So there is already a lot of pre-existing tasks exist in the basically Gradle project. So one of the tasks is called build. So if you would like to build this project and get the distributable file, then you can use that task. But how to run that task? There is very simple way to run that task. You can write the Gradle, and here you can write build, right? This is the one of the way. If I run it, then you'll see uh, so this is building the project. Here you can see build folder has been created, and it is saying that uh, two actionable task to executed, right? And saying that build successful, 7 actionable tasks, 7 executed, right? And now you can see there is one new folder, you can see build. If you go inside that and inside the leaves, you can see my project.jar. So if you would have remembered in previous video tutorial, we have given the project name as my project. So my project jar has been created in leaves folder. Apart from that, there are a lot of files and folders have been created inside the build, right? So if you compile your source code, of course, so that generates the byte code, right? And dot class file that has been stored in the classes, right? If you go to the classes, that basically generates all the byte code for your source code, right? Apart from that, there are a lot of files and folders that we will discuss into the subsequent video tutorials. Reports basically that generates the generate test case report, right? So here main thing we have to focus on the this leaves folder which generated the basically your executable jar. Yeah. Now let's say here if I look into the command prompt, right, this project has been built successfully without any error, but I would like to execute this project from the command prompt so that I can get the output as a hello world. So how we can do that? So well, you can do that very easily. So before that, let me tell you this Gradle build we have executed like that. There is another way to execute this build task in different way. So if you look into the this project, we have a bad file, right? So you may use this bad file. So I would say Gradle bad, right? And here after Gradle w.bat, you can specify your task name. So here we would like to execute the task is called build, right? Build. So you can execute like this as well, right? To build your project, right? So there is a task is called clean, right? So what happens if you execute this task clean, then this is going to delete the build folder. Let me show you. So let me press the enter, and command prompt has been hacked. So here you can see clean has deleted the build folder. Now let me run this. So I am doing gradle w.bat and just I'm executing a build task. So build task, either you can write the command for gradle build, or you can use the bash file, which is for Windows, and there is a gradle w file which is for basically your Unix operating system, right? So just I am running this build task, and here you can see again build has been build file has been created, right? So that's the way basically we can build our project. Now second thing is that I would like to basically run this project so that I can get the output as hello world. How I can do that? Well, there is another task for that. So what you have to write? You have to write Gradle. Either you can use Gradle batch file, or directly you can write the Gradle, and then there is a task is called run. Yeah. So here you can see now I get the hello world output, right? Now there is some commands like Gradle, and I would write tasks, right? Tasks. So this will list out all the existing tasks. So here you can see so there are a lot of tasks, and those tasks have been categorized. So here first category is called application task. So here run is the application task, which already I have ran just right now, and I got the output from the project, right? Hello world, right? So here you can see this is the task, right? Which you can run the command prompt, and ahead of this is nothing but the description of the task, right? So what's the use of this task? Gradle task runs this project as a JVM application. Similarly, there is a category is called build task. So these are the tasks basically we use for the building purpose. So there is a task is called assemble, assembles the output of this project. That's the use of this task. Then we have a build task, right? Which already we have ran, that assembles the test this project already we had done, right? And because of that that build directory was created, and there we had seen that executable jar. Apart from that, you can go here, you can see we had used clean task, basically that deletes the build directory. Apart from that, we have a jar, that is also task, that assembles a jar archive containing the main classes, right? And now we have a test classes. This is also a task. Now if you come down, there is another category called build setup task, init and wrapper. So if you would have watched my previous video tutorial, then there I had used init task to create a basically Java project using Gradle using command prompt, right? So already we had this task. We will see in the future what is the wrapper and all. Now we have a distribution task, right? So how you are going to distribute your binary, and that's what we have a different task, right? This star, this zip, right? These are the tasks related to the distribution task. Now if you want to generate a Java doc, right? So documentation task. Java doc is nothing but this is documentation task. If you write Gradle Java doc or Gradle w.bat space Java doc, then this will generate the Java doc, right, for your API for documentation purpose. Then we have a help task. If you want any kind of help, then these are the task is basically available for the help. Here I had executed in beginning task, right? I had written Gradle space task, so that is listed all the tasks with the different categories, right? So you can go to the, if you want any kind of help, then we have a help task, right? So if you want to execute the projects, right? So if you have a kind of project hierarchy, right? Parent and child kind of project, right? So that is going to list out all the parent and child projects, right? Again, we have a verification task, right? If you want to check, basically check to run all the check, this will run the basically all the checks, or right, whether your all the source code has been compiled, all kind of verification, right? All the directory and all the existing properly or not. Again, you have a test to run the GNU test case, right? these are the basically for verification task, right? Now if you come down, then it is saying that to see all the task and more details, run command this gradle task all. So this is just basically giving me some hint. If you want to see the more details about this task, then you can write a command gradle task space hyphen hyphen all. If you press, then this will come out with the basically here you can see you are getting some more details about your task. There might be some more I don't think so there is a, yeah, I got some more task, right? In other task category we got in this list, right? So there, if you use basically a Gradle, then there Gradle is really very fast in if you compare with the Maven, right? Why it is fast in we will see in the subsequent tutorial. So in this video tutorial, just I wanted to show you how to build the project which already we had created using command prompt, and I wanted to discuss a few existing tasks, right? Of course you can define your custom task, and how we are going to define those custom tasks, how we are going to run those tasks, that we will see in the subsequent video tutorial. But I think that's more than enough for this video. I hope you enjoy learning this video, guys. Big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.